we're going to talk about emotions and essential oils. Particularly, if you have taken a look at the kits or collections, there are 6 blends that I'll be talking about, in addition to Adaptiv. So I'll talk about that too, because it is also very applicable to emotions and your mental well-being. So there are 6 different emotional oils here. The other thing I'm going to talk about is this book, Essential Emotions. So welcome to day 3. So emotions and essential oils. We can use essential oils to support our emotional well-being as well as our physical. So the super cool thing is you might be using an oil that would support you physically for whatever ailment you have going on, but then it can also support emotionally. And so there are oils that you can have side benefits, single oils or blends, and they can be even ones that, sorry guys, that aren't a part of this emotional 6. These are just particularly formulated. dōTERRA formulated these specifically to support certain emotions, but you can definitely use other oils, and they do have benefits such as like Terra Shield is a repellent blend, but it actually is very protective and repelling in the way for your emotions. So if you don't have this book, The Essential Emotions, it is amazing. So when I joined getting my oils for some physical reasons, but I also had some emotional reasons. So I'm going to fix this, guys. Emotional reasons that I really wanted to help with. I have always sought therapy. I think it's super important for you to get a professional opinion, get help where you don't know how to help yourself. And I also didn't want to ever medicate an issue. And I wanted to use therapy and oils in combination to help assist my emotions. So I'm going to share about these oils and then also how I use them, and how you potentially could use them too. And if you have questions, please feel free to chime in. So I'm going to refer to this book a few times here. Essential Emotions, this book has some information kind of decoding your emotions, understanding that, and then how oils work for your emotions. But then it has your single oils and your oil blends, and that's what I'm going to hit just on these 6, including Adaptiv, so 7, on the properties they have and how they can support you. And sorry, I have a baby here. He's probably going to join us. So the negative emotions you might be having and the positive properties you can get by using these oils blends. Okay, so when decoding your emotions, the essential oils affect your brain's limbic system. So you're experiencing, it governs emotional responses, and so these oils can have an impact on your limbic system. So that is how they work. Your body has specific physical reactions and to various chemical messages, and that provides that gives the indication to that emotion and also triggers, right? So we'll talk about that. So for example, stressed is an emotional state that generally is caused by extra adrenaline and cortisol, okay? So I'm not going to go into too much depth, but this book is great for explaining that. So we have these are blends. And they have a dōTERRA name and they have a generic name. And sorry, I'm flipping to my page. I thought I had it. Okay. So out of these 6, they support various emotions. They come in a kit of 6. It's 100 PV. Let's see here. It is $100 wholesale, 100 PV. Easy. These are pre-diluted rollers. So the cool thing is you can also buy these in undiluted 5 ml. So keep that in mind. I love to use these topically, but they are amazing diffused as well. I apply these every single day, different ones for different emotions. Okay, so we're gonna hit all the different emotions. If you have questions, let me know. So Console is a comforting blend. So I'm gonna give you the negative emotions and positive properties for each one, But Console is a blend. It has frankincense, patchouli, ylang ylang, amyris, sandalwood, rose, and osmanthus. So again, all these smells are amazing. I can't even describe them. Every single one of them I love. For different reasons. The negative emotions this would help with is grieving or loss, traumatized, anxious, restless, unsettled, emotional pain, and burdened, okay? I have a friend, and she used this while she was in the hospital with her husband, who very unfortunately passed away, and she used this over and over. The flip side of that, so the positive properties it gave her was comforted, content, restful, whole, serene, healing. But the funny thing, not funny, she doesn't like the smell now. It has that negative emotion attached to it. But this provides, in those moments that you need that, it's like a big hug. So ways I would apply this when you're feeling those ways. All emotional blends I love to put over my heart and on my forearms. And then you would also roll in your hand. Hi, Kristen. Roll in your hand and then rub together and inhale. I'm not doing to this one because I want a different one. But that is how you would use this. So this is like your big hug. If you have someone that's going through loss or a very hard time, this is one that I would gift someone for sure, and for yourself. So what else on this one? Assist with individuals who are burdened from loss, grief, or tragedy. Oh my gosh, my little baby's duding up a storm here. So embarrassing. It's not me. It's not me. So it's going to provide a release, and that's why it's called the comforting blend, okay? The next one is cheer. So cheer is, it is the uplifting blend, the cheerful blend. And it's so warm and yummy. It has wild orange, clove, star anise. So you have to like star anise. If you don't, then you won't like it. Lemon, nutmeg, vanilla, ginger, and cinnamon. So notice there's a few oils in there that doTERRA does not have the single oils for. So even if you wanted to try to mimic and make your own blend, you won't accomplish that. And their blends are so perfectly made too. So cheer is warm and inviting. It is going to help you with negative emotions when feeling weighed down, hopeless, joyless, heavy-hearted, depleted, and helpless. So I know these are kind of extreme too, so take them with a grain of salt. So even if you relate slightly to any of these emotions, I know these are very like raw. The positive properties it's going to give you is hopeful, comforted, believing, cheerful, uplifted, joyful, determined, and restored. So cheer reminds individuals that there's so much more to life than hardship than they're experiencing. So it invites that hope back in and that joy that they've lost. So I like to use this when I'm not feeling, I guess exactly the way it's saying. If I have been just feeling kind of down in the dumps, I don't know, right now, this whole season with the coronavirus and what's going on and us being cooped up, definitely I feel like a lot of people are weighed down, and so this is one where I would apply now or in these moments to help bring that joy up a little bit when I really don't feel like I can, okay? I also like to use this when I coach because I need a little extra cheer to add a little pep to my step. So the next one I have, so the next one is Forgive, and it is a renewing blend. It is more herbally smelling, and I love it. I love all these. I'm going to say that a million times. This is one that I feel like if you're pissed off at your husband, it's one you want to use, but you might not. You might be kind of stubborn like me and not grab it. But it is important. So it is made, so the blend is made of spruce, bergamot, juniper berry, myrrh, arbor vitae, thyme, and citronella. So it is very herbally, it's very fresh. So the emotions it's going to support is unforgiving, critical, judgmental, resentful, cynical, bitter, blaming, and angry. So those are pretty harsh emotions, but if you were feeling any of those, it would help provide forgiving, light, free, loving, understanding, tolerant, and empathetic. So that's why I joke about if you're, you know, in a little tiff with your husband, it's a good one to have. I think my husband knows, like, if this is on the bedstand, he's like, but hopefully he would know that before that. But so this invites individuals to free themselves by realizing that others are usually doing the best they can and deserve compassion and forgiveness. So that's where that provides that forgiveness. So again, all of these I love to put over my heart. Right there is like an instant diffuser. You're going to keep smelling that. You can also put on your temples, behind your ears. I do my forearms because generally I like to also apply these at bedtime, a couple in particular. So I sleep like this, and I can just get that instant diffuser as well. So but you can also diffuse these, and this one smells really good. It almost reminds me of balance when you diffuse it. All right, so that's forgive. 3 more here. So the next one is passion, and this one I carry with me all the time. This is my perfume blend. This is what I use instead of any other normal perfume. I don't even know. Clinique Happy. This is my oil perfume. And you can also do this in a spray. So if you have the 5 ml, you can make any of these into a spray with your 5 ml in drops into a spray bottle with a little witch hazel and some distilled water. But this is one that I just carry with me. This one is cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, clove, sandalwood, jasmine, vanilla, and it's super yummy. So I just love all those aromas. For the negative emotions, if you're feeling self-denial, regimented, duty-bound, serious, dull, joyless, or dispassionate. So I relate to a lot of those. I am like a very normally like serious and like, you know, I don't know, won't break my I don't know, my seriousness, I guess. So positive properties it's going to give you is passionate, risk-taking. I am not a risk-taker. Vitality, inspired, alive, playful, spontaneous, and creative. So a few of these words you might be noticing, you might be hearing like passion, you're like, some of these oils are helpful for your libido. So to boost your libido if you need to get in the mood. But this also is just an inspirational blend too. So if you aren't feeling as inspired, this is one. I love to roll in my hand and actually finger it through my hair. It's okay. Because then I'm like a walking diffuser. So the Passion Blend encourages individuals to take risks and confidently face their fears and break free of their limitations. So their limiting beliefs they place on themselves. This is totally like me in a bottle right here. So really, really good. I love this one. And then Peace is the next one. So Peace is your reassuring blend. And so Peace is the blue one. You have vetiver, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram, spearmint. Okay, so this one I call like, this is like a mommy tantrum blend. Like if your kids are like driving you nuts, like this is one I keep in my purse too. And you just need to take it down a notch. Okay, I'll grab you. Hang on. He wants to join the party. Oops, sorry, baby. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna join the party. He doesn't drive me crazy. The other one does. So, clary sage is clary sage and lang lang are great for hormone balance, so that's why I kind of also say mommy tantrum tamer. But you can also use this on your kids too. Any of these you can use on your kids. They don't need as much, just depends on their age, but you can totally use these on your kids. There's also the kids collection though, so I would look to that first. So the negative emotions that peace would help you with is feeling controlling, attached, afraid, spiritually disconnected, unsafe. So that's why it's that reassuring blend. It's going to provide positive properties that are peaceful, serene, content, still, spiritually connected. So peace is going to affirm that no amount of control or effort can fill the empty soul. It reminds individuals that only connecting to the divine will they find that cultivating lasting peace. So trying to find that peace, take it down a notch. This is a good blend for that. I love to put peace on before bed. This is one I kind of go rotate at night, but this is one I like to also put before bed, especially in the times where my mind is like racing and I am feeling controlling and I have that like to-do list I'm running through my head. This is one I'll tend to use. So that is peace. The last one of the 6, so if you came on late, this is the emotions blends you can get in the roller set. And I passed the page. So motivate is the encouraging blend. This is a lot of people love it. So motivate is in the name. If you're lacking motivation, this is one you're gonna want. It is a blend of peppermint, clementine, which you can't buy normally, coriander, basil, yuzu, which you can't buy normally, melissa, expensive oil, rosemary, and vanilla that you can't buy. A lot of these have oils that you cannot buy individually, again. So it's super fresh. It has that minty citrus, but has also some of that spice to it, or that, again, herbalness, because it has the basil. Melissa is lemon balm, so that. If you are feeling, so the negative emotions, it would support wary, discouraged, stagnant, gloomy, right now, totally, right, this whole season, lacking motivation. Who else is lacking motivation, being cooped in their house, and unable to press on? So that's pretty like exaggerated, but so it's going to provide positive properties that will make you feel motivated, encouraged, hopeful, energized, and confident. So for this one, it can act as a support for rediscovering and maintaining one's desire to serve, encourages individuals to work through their feelings of gloom, and it confidently reassures that they do have the courage they need to face the day. I love to use this anytime. Obviously you're lacking in motivation. I like to use it before working out or coaching when I actually need that extra confidence. If I'm ever tired and I just need like a little mood boost to get me going, I'll put it right on my temples. This is one that I will roll in my hands and inhale. And I mean, you can rub it all over your neck too if you're working out. I like to do that. So I remember the first time I realized how well this worked. I was going through a lot at work and had some like unfortunate stuff, and I had a PowerPoint I had to put together, and I was not happy about it. And I was like, I don't want to do it. Again, feeling discouraged. And I was like, whipped this out, rolled it on, took some deep breaths, and I think I was diffusing like wild orange, peppermint, and rosemary, usually my go-to by my desk. And I did like the 12-point PowerPoint, like so quick. I just like banged it out. I was like, dang. So if you ever are feeling that way, you can use it for all kinds of purposes, right? Even motivate your kids to do their homework and stuff like that. Okay. So that's the 6. You can buy those in a set, 100 PV, $100 with your wholesale. The other one that is not a part of the emotions set that does support your emotions for sure and also supports your mental health. Where is it in these blends? I know, babe. Where is it, you guys? This is the new book. So Adaptiv is the new blend that came out this year. I know, we're not gonna nurse on camera today, okay? Sorry, guys. Juggling here. Here it is. Okay, so Adaptiv comes in a roller, pre-diluted, a 15 ml, and it also comes in capsules. The capsules are different than this, okay? So you can buy those for $82, the 3 of them, or you can buy them individually. But Adaptiv is a game changer for mental wellness, okay? So for supporting your mental well-being, if you have been struggling with extreme anxious feelings, I'll just put it that way, and you maybe have been on medication, maybe looking to give this a try would be helpful, okay? Adaptiv, so it's going to support your negative emotions that if you're feeling anxious, no? You really want milk, huh? Probably. Uneasy, worried, self-critical, obsessing, controlling, and fearful. So it is going to help with feeling reassured, calm, clear, confident, self-acceptance, liberated, trusting, upheld, safe. That's a lot. Okay. I'm just going to read a little bit. Oh, so the blend, sorry, I didn't even share that with you. Wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, neroli, and sweet gum, and magnolia is in there too. So Adaptiv, it conveys soft truth beyond individuals' ability of control and the safety found. So it reminds your weary soul that the divine has always and will always be holding, caring for them, loving them. It invites individuals to look deeper into the message behind their emotional manifestation and examine where those reactions come from and it's stemming from. So a few things that I learned about the Adaptiv capsules in particular. So your central nervous system has a way of sending, receiving, and interpreting messages, right? And sometimes that gets bogged down, and so the capsules actually help support that neurotransmitter send the message sending and receiving back and forth, and that way you can actually have a proper reaction. So if you ever feel like you have triggers and you just kind of like go off and you just kind of react to without thinking, whatever that may be, right? Minor or major. This helps with that connection. So particularly with the capsules, but also incorporating the oils. It's meant to be as a system. So the point is that you can roll this. You can roll this again, all the same spots. Like I love temples, neck, forearms, cupping in my, rolling in my hands, cupping over my face and inhaling. And then you can diffuse this. The cool thing is though, you can refill your roller as well. So you can diffuse this by itself. I'm diffusing this with, actually, I put bergamot, which is a really grounding, and it has it's grounding, but it's also uplifting. So I have both of those. I know. Say hi. It's over, people. I'm here now. Benefits. So you could pair it with a citrus. A lot of people like it with a citrus oil of your choice. This was my choice today. But the capsules are like a game changer. But with that said too, it obviously you need to, no matter what emotion we've talked about, right? But particularly with Adaptiv, you want to get to the root cause of whatever is causing this extreme emotion or anxious feelings, and also address that. So, you can't ever out oil something. You have to address it, whether it's physical or emotional. So you want to address it, but using the oils to help assist and support you through that, if that makes sense, okay? So lean on your oils. Lean on your oils in those moments. Have them with you. Like, no joke, I think the biggest thing with emotions is when you need that and it's not there, you're not as motivated to go get it, right? Like, and I'm not gonna be like, husband, go get me my console. You know, like, if it's something that I'm just trying to internalize and deal with. Sometimes we don't want to admit our emotions, and we want to just have those to lean on. So Yeah, I love the emotions oils, and I don't think I talk about them enough. So I thought that was super important to share, especially right now in this time where we are feeling all the things. If you are out of work and you're super stressed and things are tight, if you are dealing with loss, if you are dealing with feeling motivated in this season, or if you are sitting at home going, what am I doing with my time, and you're not feeling very inspired, this is a great time to do that. I definitely personally am like going through lots of changes in our lives, this little guy, and trying to transition from temporary like trailer living situation to building a house, and at the same time this COVID, and you know, it's just like crazy, so many things. So having these to lean on and being okay with that, so really important. But my rant's over. Okay, if you want to try these out, you can let me know. Obviously, like with a no-touch contact, we'll work it out. Otherwise, if you order anything with dōTERRA direct, it ships to you direct. It's super quick still, so they're a little bit slower, but they've always been really quick, and you can also like modify your shipment. But so if you're feeling like this is a good time to get started with those, you can definitely do that. Okay, so anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll be back on tomorrow with something fun. Okay, see ya.